All right, guys, today we are going to be purchasing the worst rated fishing products at Academy Sports and Outdoors. I have identified a handful of fishing items, including rods, reels, lures, and even some stinky catfish bait, all of which are universally poorly rated. After we go through item by item, we're gonna take all of this stuff to a local pond and see if it can hold up against real life fish. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy these types of videos, and we'll definitely do more. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the bell notification enabled. That way you guys do not miss an upload. It's time to use some crappy fishing gear, boys. All right, we are inside Academy and we are now looking for the worst rated fishing gear items. The first item is an H2OX 5/8 ounce lipless crankbait. Seems innocent enough, but this thing has a 3.6 out of 5-star rating, which is not necessarily bad, but that was definitely the lowest rated hard bait that I saw. Okay, I think I have found the lure, and that looks like it right there. 3.6 out of 5 stars, you know? I don't really know. Why is it rated so poorly? It looks good.
It looks great.
Let's let some actual reviews do the talking. The first 2-star rating that this thing has from Kyle says, baits easily tear up, made cheap, hooks get bent after catching a couple of nice sized fish. I don't like it when they start talking about hooks bending. That's never what you want to hear. Got another 2-star review here. Cheapened them up. He says the new X baits have super cheap hooks and split rings, have broke numerous hooks removing them from fish, and the split rings will straighten out way too easy. Well, I don't get it, man. They're saying that the hooks and the split rings are no good. We'll see about that. The next lure is a Berkeley Gulp paddle shad swim bait. This thing looks so simple, how could it possibly be bad? But somehow it has a 3.7 out of 5-star review. There we go, there's a paddle shad. What about a black with a chartreuse tail? 2 different 1-star reviews here. One of them says, having used Gulp products for as long as they have been available, I'm very excited to see the paddle shine. Unfortunately, in my opinion, it's poorly designed, way too brittle, and not worth the money that I spent. First half of that comment wasn't that bad, but then he just went straight up scorched earth on him at the end. The other one says, terrible durability. Decided to give these a try over the Gulp Croaker. Each one lasted about 2 casts before the tails were bitten off. I went through a whole bag in less than 10 minutes. You will not get a whole day of fishing out of this thing. So it sounds like people's problem with this thing is mainly due to the durability issues. I'm actually gonna grab a couple different color versions of this one bait. We're gonna get to the bottom of the durability questions on these baits today. This next one is not rated at all because I think it's actually brand new. Look at this crazy little crawdad lure that H2OX makes. Look how realistic it is, my guy.
Yeah, that looks good, dude.
Look at that thing. I think we should buy a pack or 2 of these, and since these are so new, we need to give our own product review. This next one is gonna confuse a lot of people because it sure as heck confuses me. The Megabass Mag Draft 6-inch swim bait has an average 3.9 out of 5-star review. So once again, not exactly bad, but just a lot lower rated than I would expect. There we have it, right there. There's the old Mag Draft. I have used this thing on many occasions, caught big fish many times, but a few people out there did not agree. Here's a 1-star review right here. Great movement, but bought this bait after watching reviews. Swims great, had 2 bites on it, and the tail tore off. Very disappointed spending $15 on a bait that didn't hold up. Okay, fair enough. I didn't have that experience, but that guy personally did. Here's a 2-star review right here. Not so good. Easy to cast and glides through the water good, but after you catch a fish or 2, hook will not stay in place. The magnet tears out. I fixed it, it's still no good. I never had that happen either. Once again, completely shocked that this lure is kind of getting bashed on the Academy website, but let's see if we can change a few minds today or confirm a few theories that this thing's no good. Old Magic Bait Great Scott Liver and Cheese Blend is apparently the worst, and it has a 3.6 star out of 5-star review, which is the lowest of any catfish bait. There was no specifics, it was just one 1-star review left anonymously. I think we can make this work, Andrew.
I think so.
Okay, we've moved on from baits to rods and reels now. First item is gonna be a Lose Laser TXS 6-foot wind speed spin cast rod and reel combo. They could have shortened it up a little bit and just said matte black R2D2. There we go, right there. Oh my gosh, look at that reel. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Look at that. This thing has a 3.7 out of 5-star reviews. Not terrible, not great. But why though? Well, D-Man said, I'm glad you asked. 1-star review, don't buy it. I can't believe Lose put their name on this rod and reel. I shouldn't be saying that this loud. The reel won't even release the line after you push the release button. Even then you have to make about 10 attempts to cast it before it will actually release the line. This guy sounds like he had a really rough time trying to cast this thing.
Yes, he did.
Here's a 2-star review right here. Reel handle slips when reeling in small perch and catfish. Great cast, but would not purchase, I'm guessing, due to handle issues. I have both the black and the green. Very frustrating. That person's name was Chuckle, and he does not recommend this product. Chuckle. So $50 does seem a little much for a 6-foot, push button that looks like it might fall apart at any second combo, but I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover. Next combo is going to be a H2OX 2 feet spin cast combo. This thing has a 3.3 star out of 5-star rating. Definitely not great. Something tells me it's gonna have to do with the size of it. The first 1-star review says, not worth it. Nikki says, tried it out, given the price, not worth the price, constantly unraveling the line from under the bail. So this is a $9.99 combo. That's why they're saying it is pretty cheap. Not a deal, junk. This person put 5 stars, but I think they meant to put 1 star because the review says, tried it out, given the price, but it's not worth the hassle of constantly taking it apart and untwisting the line from under the bail. That sounds suspiciously like the last comment. Nevertheless, this thing does not have a great review, and I want to find out why. Next up, we have a Proficiency Crazy 3 spinning 7-foot rod and reel combo with a 1 star out of 5-star review. And look at that crazy looking thing, dude.
That's wild.
I've been wanting to buy one of these Proficiency combos forever just based off of how crazy they look. Have no idea how they perform though. But this person was not very happy. Let's see what they had to say. 1-star review. Buy this cheaper and easier from somewhere else. Ooh, no shipping to store. Out of stock in stores, so I had to do the $30 standard shipping charge. I don't know what this person's talking about right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
To be honest with you, it seems like there were some shipping difficulties, and I don't know that we can blame that on the rod and reel combo. This thing is $129, which is crazy for a relatively unknown, smaller brand. But hey, I'm open-minded. I'm willing to give it a shot. All right, well, we got a bunch of stuff. We ended up with a bunch of the lowest rated fishing gear that Academy offers. There is literally only one thing left to do now. Got to purchase all this stuff, head out to the local pond, and test every single one of these pieces of equipment versus a real-life fish. All right, well, we're at the pond. I got everything all kind of laid out in front of me. Got all 3 combos right here already rigged up. 2 of them already had line on them. The tiny combo and this Lose R2D2 looking combo, both already had line. Then we went ahead and put 12-pound line on the old Proficiency crazy wacky combo. So we got a small pond right here, okay? Got a lot of bass, some big bass, catfish, brim, you name it. What if we took the small combo and paired it up with the H2OX lipless crankbait? Then we take R2D2 right here and throw on a crawfish lure, one of the crawfish lures. Then we're gonna take this rod right here, the crazy one, just put a circle hook on there and put this catfish bait on there, the Great Scott liver and cheese. And I'm gonna cast it out there in the pond, stick it on the dock in a rod holder, see if we can pull a gigantic catfish out of here while we're bass fishing in the meantime. And we still have the little swim baits and the big swim bait to sub in there on one of these 2 rods. Yep, I like that plan, boys. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be rough. That just looks ridiculous. All right, I want to go ahead and get this catfish rig out there. Go ahead and let it start soaking. I better keep my eyes peeled though. It is spawning season and there could be bass just littered all in the shallow water here. Probably just 2 12-pounders just sitting on this dock right now. Oh my gosh, look at that bass. There's a bass going crazy right there on the bank. Still, oh my gosh. I need to grab one of my bass rods. What is happening? Okay, I gotta speed this up because this is wild. Okay, liver and cheese. You know I gotta give this thing a smell test. Oh, Great Scott. Almost actually vomited right there. Oh yeah, let's get a nugget of that right on the old fingies. That way I can just smell it all day. Just gonna thread it straight onto a little circle hook. Just gonna kind of put it on there like that so it hopefully doesn't fall off. All right, let's get her on out there. See how she casts. Beautiful, beautiful. Casts like a dream. I think we're literally just gonna stick it right in here. Are we even gonna be able to see this thing if it's going crazy? This is not ideal. I do not like the way that's set up at all. Well, it is what it is. All right, we got that out there. It's not rigged up as well as I'd like it to be. I wish the rod could be pointed upwards, but that's just not in the cards right now. Meanwhile, that's gonna be soaking. Let's get one of these bass fishing rods in our hands because we have active bass right now. I think I'm gonna start off with this little Lose laser thing. It does feel pretty flimsy. I hate to say that right out of the gate, but it was also only 50 bucks. So. This lure, on the other hand, is kind of looking saucy. Good, my God, that looks super realistic, by the way. The color, even just the way it moves, that looks really good. Okay, can flip pretty good with this thing. Actually, the casting smoothness is a lot higher than I thought it would be. The rod is a noodle though. I mean, it's gonna be tough to drive a hook set in there. Dude, I just wanna flip around all these little, oh, come on. Dude, it's messing up already.
You're losing it.
Come on, let's just try a bomb cast just to get some line out of this thing. Okay, it does okay. It wasn't really a bomb cast, but it just doesn't like flipping. It's not a fan of the flipping. Okay, so it's super grassy. This particular lure is not gonna excel. Ooh, dude, there's fry all over the dock. So I need to flip this crawdad right in there. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Dude, this reel, I'm about to snap on this reel. I mean, it's just not doing it, bro. Here we go. Oh, sorry, reel, I forgot. I've remembered what I love so much about using the worst rated gear because it humbles you. And I like that. I like being humbled. If I had a lunker log on, oh, gosh, he's fired up. Oh yeah, oh. Oh, he should see that. He should see that. You're not gonna eat that? That's what you're telling me? What do you got against protein, bro? Yeah, this thing's just a little bit too grassy, I think. That is the only beef that I have with this crawfish lure. It's too grabby. It's way too grabby, and this pond is way grassier than it normally is. Now for the combo, I am not a fan of this combo right now. It's a little hitchy. Your line catches on something internally, and it just kind of falls short, or it just won't come out quite right. Not very smooth. Not ready to give up on it yet. I want to see how it does against an actual fish. But we're gonna have to change lures for sure. I suspect I'm gonna have the same problems with this lipless crankbait that I had that last bait. And reeling, it's gonna be impossible to keep it out of the grass. You're gonna have to be reeling it full speed. I wanna see how far I can cast this thing, bro. Look at that. That 5/8 ounces. Dude, nice. That was like a 40-yard cast. Oh, and we're in the grass already. We're in the grass. Look at that rod bend. Look at the clump of grass that I have. Oh man, I really like making things difficult on myself, Andrew. I picked like just the worst lures for a grass pond and then went to a grass pond. Ah! I think if you, oh, I'm on. I am on. I'm pretty sure I'm on. I'm on, dude.
Get it, dude.
I am on and I'm fighting him. No, he came off. I'm pretty sure he came off. Yes, he came off. No, he's on. He's still on. He's still on. Come on, Rod. Work him. Work him, Rod. Yes. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, my man was going for a big meal. Look at that.
Got him in the grass.
With some salad. Let's go. That was fun. I thought he was potentially bigger than this because he was in the grass. Oh man. There we go. On the 5/8 ounce H2O Express. Here we go. Beautiful fish, not very big, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Wow, this wind is kicking up out of nowhere. Let's let this guy go. I'm just gonna kind of send him back. See, I thought that fish got off, and I was just about to say, you know, the #1 complaint with this crankbait was the hooks and the split rings and like the durability of staying hooked up to the fish. I'm so glad that fish ended up staying on there. It's what, $4.99 bait? You know, the combo's $9.99. Caught the fish somehow. Let's freaking go, dude. So you mean to tell me, oh wait, this catfish rod was like moving. What? What is going on? I swear the catfish rod was just moving. Let's just check this combo really quickly and see if we still got bait. No, we don't. No, we don't. Might be a good sign. We lost our bait nugget. Would you like to take a smell, my friend?
I'm good, brother. I trust you.
You sure?
I trust you.
Okay.
Hard.
You're missing out on it. Yeah, it's that. I mean, that's a literal turd. And the smell would indicate that it's a turd as well. I'm just gonna kind of like just drop it in front. Dude, look at all the fry. That is insane. Can you guys see that? There's so many, like wrapped around this entire corner of the dock. So cool. Love this time of year. Let's chuck her out there again. Ah, there we go. I'm trying to get a look at this lure's action in the water. Ouch, those hooks are sharp. Dude, the people saying these hooks are not good, you are full of it, bro. I've stabbed myself twice on these hooks and it hurt. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh yeah, it's got a pretty good wobble to it. Looks good, I like that blue back. Fry's like right in front of me. Let's see if I can yo-yo this thing. Watch it, this is gonna be crazy. Here they are. Oh, there he is.
Dude, that was awesome.
Oh, dude, that was one of the sickest eats of my life, bro. Swiped at it and got caught in the top of the head. Hey, that's what a fry garter is supposed to be doing right there, darn it.
That was awesome.
For sure. Oh, wow, I just broke one of the trebles off. I just busted. Now, they are thin. I will say that. They are thin. They are sharp, but they're very thin. Fish #2 on the crankbait. I did have to sacrifice one of the little trebles, but that's all right. Aggressive little male buck bass, protecting his fry like he's supposed to. I'm gonna put him right back where he came from. His kids are just waiting for him right there. Hopefully they didn't all get eaten while he was gone. So apparently the pattern is find you a dock, stand on it, figure eight it, and that's all you have to do, right? I think it's time to try one of these little gulp paddle shads out. And this is the one that's supposed to be like super fragile. Like it gets bit and then it falls apart, I think. Oh yeah. Dude, that looks good right there. Let's see if I can actually see what the action is on this thing. Oh, look at that thing, dude. It's like a lightly weighted fluke. Oh my gosh. Thing looks pretty good. It doesn't look really good when you swim it, but when you like bounce it or give it some erratic action, it looks great. Dude, I could cast it forever too. Look at that. This is definitely my favorite lure presentation so far. That is for sure. This thing looks great in the water. When I can get it there every 1 out of 3 casts without an issue with the reel. Yeah, this combo is officially starting to annoy me just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, I hate to do it, but this combo's been sitting here for like 2 hours, and I don't think my cheese and liver formula or whatever the heck it is has even been touched. Oh yeah, we still have bait too, yeah. So anyways, I think I'm gonna take this combo because it's not doing us any good just sitting here if it's not gonna catch a fish. Now that we've given it its due time with the catfish, I'm gonna switch this thing to one of the remaining baits. In fact, I think that big swim bait is one of the last ones left, and I wanna throw that thing in this pond. Yep, I think it's time to get that old stale white swim bait out of there and get in something a little bit more colorful. I cannot believe this white did not work, by the way. Just completely shocked. Ooh, God, that is stinky, dude. You gotta get a
I
whiff.
can smell that.
Can you, though?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can appreciate it, though?
I appreciate it.
Check this thing out in the water. Look at this thing. Kind of slowly sinks, and just look at that tail wagging. Well, that was a bad example. It's got that great tail wobble, body shake, while going slow. Oh, I love this thing. You guys have heard me talking about the Bass Mafia dangerous swim bait. That thing is really my favorite, but this is a close second to me. Let's get her out there. Let's chuck it. Oh, we're getting some decent distance, but not getting as far as that. Oh, he spit it. It got hit on impact. The swim bait. Are you kidding me? I hadn't even retrieved it yet. Wow. Dang, we lost him. I'm shocked. I mean, I wasn't able to put any tension on him because I didn't know he was there.
Get back in there.
I can almost get it to where that shade is. Oh, I just got hit. If I do that twice today, that's ridiculous. There's like these big giant balls of fry just kind of like lurking around the dock, and there's like multiple fry guarding bass hanging around. My swim bait just got hit, like it just got chased and hit off the edge of that dock. Oh my gosh, this thing is like all dried out, dude. It needs to be water activated.
Already?
No way. Yeah, it was like super dry, dude. Like it doesn't even feel right. Touch that thing. Yeah, I tell you what, now this pack of gulp was bad, dude. Like this lure has no action. It's look at the tail, it's like falling apart. This is what people were talking about.
That's what they were talking about. Yeah.
This is exactly what people were complaining about. The white one did better. Like the white one, it looked better in the water. Yeah, the action on this thing is absolutely god awful. Not a big fan of that. Taking a nap all right. Oh, he's still alive, but he's got ants on him. Oh no, buddy. Oh shoot. Yeah, I know he's covered in ants, bro. I don't want to leave him like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's messed up, dude. I can't let my turtle friend die with ants eating him alive. There you go, bud. We'll put him over here, a non-ant infested area. Put him on some plush greenery, you know what I mean? A nice soft bed, if you will. That sounds a whole lot better dying on a soft bed than getting eaten alive by ants over here in the sun. Godspeed, buddy. There we go. I like this little area back here. This one doesn't, it doesn't swim as good, at least, for sure. Oh, I'm on. We're on. Oh, yes, sir. Switch back to the white, and it works immediately. Let's muscle him. Oh, yes. On the white, swim bait. The Berkeley, the Stinky. Boom. That's number one fish for this combo right here and for this lure. Look at that beautiful little largemouth. Little South Alabama largie. That was my second cast after I switched back to white. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if this thing's held together. Seems like it's, you know, didn't look great to begin with, but it's held up fine through that fish bite. So there's that. It can at least survive one small bass. We do know that. And the shady side of the pond pays off again. How many times have we said that in our lives?
There's a will, there's always a way.
Oh, I may have just cracked my rod, dude. No way. It just kind of felt like it cracked just then. When I made that cast, something like made a cracking noise. Oof. May or may not have just had this pack of Gulp open in my back pocket. You may notice that the package is empty of fluids now. That's because it's in my back pocket, AKA my butt. I'm not used to these saltwater baits that are just like filled to the brim with juice. I went ahead and put this rig on to the crazy spinning combo because I really want to get a feel for the hook setting power available in this combo right here. Plus, I'm sick of dealing with that green one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh yeah, see, there we go. Now we're like actually using some equipment that we feel good about. Oh, nicest one of the day, dude. Underneath that grass mat. Finally got a decent one to come out and play. And by decent, I'm stretching it. Proficiency combo was proficient. Look at that, dude. He smacked it.
Smacked it.
Absolutely smacked it. Drug it over the top of one of these numerous little grass clumps and then like let it fall. He just smacked it immediately. God, that's a fun bite right there. And finally, a slightly bigger dank. I'm not even gonna lie, he looked a lot bigger than that. So much fun though, man. Oh yeah, let's get him back. It's a little hot out here. Dude, let's go. This little technique right here, the light Texas rig, it's almost like a fluke, right? It's almost a little fluky. And man, that thing right there, it just bounces around. It just looks like an injured bait fish. Fish number 4 on the day, is that it?
I believe so, yep.
Man.
Can't complain.
Hell, we're catching fish. You're catching some sun rays. You're looking beautiful, by the way. Switch to this camera. Look at those arms. Look how tan you are, you son of a gun.
A Native American, dude.
We got a little bit more fishing time left. I'd really like to get 5 fish to really say that we put all this stuff to the limit. Let's keep going. And this thing is held together, you know. I mean, these white ones have been completely fine. It's just the other ones that were crumbling. This thing's handling the bite like a champ. No damage. Combo was awesome. Actually felt like it may have been worth $129, which I didn't think I was gonna think that at the end of this, but that price tag might be justified. Right there. Something should have crushed that. Oh, I may have had a fish right there, bro. When it hit the water, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as I yanked that one out of the water just then, it about got yoinked myself. Okay, it is actually really brittle because now that there's been a hole torn in it, I can't re-rig it. Durability is proving to be an issue. All right, this is the last one. I need you to do daddy proud and not tear up immediately now, you hear? I'd love to be able to use that scale today, but I said I wasn't gonna use the scale unless I caught something that was close to 3 pounds. And with all due respect to all the fish we've caught today, that ain't them, respectfully. Oh, that was a thorn plant. Dude, this is sloppy. Oh, no, no.
Hey, dude, this was your idea.
Damn it. Oh, dude, how? Oh, it's going the other way. I'm going the wrong way. I'm so discombobulated right now. Yeah. Get your very own Guggen rubbers. GuggenSquad.com. Use code LOJO. I might give you a boat. Okay, so you good?
I'm good.
I'm good? Okay.
Yep.
I'm just waiting on you, you know?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready. Yes, I was hoping you could walk on this beach, and you definitely can. Dude, this is so sick being right here. Never been able to fish over here. Let's just do nothing. Let's dead stick it for a little while. Just, ow. I gotta stop throwing the hook set so hard, throw my back out. That's what happens. Oh! Oh, big bass just attacked. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Okay, maybe he's just sitting right there. Just saw him come darting up after it. And that was the biggest bass I've seen in this pond in a long time. I wish I would have never saw that. Now I'm just gonna be obsessed over it. All right, well, we're all done with the fishing. The wind's kind of kicking up out there on the pond, but let's go item by item really quickly and determine if that item was rated appropriately based on our experience. First of all, this combo right here. Okay, this thing, I just never really liked this thing from the beginning. The price point's cool, but I'm gonna have to give this thing a solid 2-star final review, unfortunately. Was not a fan of it at all, had problems casting with this thing all day. And I just have to ask again, take a look at this reel. Why? Why?
No reason.
Why did a reel like that need to exist? Combo number 2, the H2OX Pocket Combo. This one might shock you. I'm gonna give this thing a 5-star review for the simple reason that it is what it is. It's a pocket combo. I took it out of the packaging. I used the line that was on it. I put a lure on it. I immediately caught fish, no problems. Boom. That's a 5-star review for a $9.99 piece of equipment. Here's where things get a little tricky. The old proficiency combo, you know, it looks cool. I get all that. $129. Oh, wow. I think I just broke that actually. I think I just figured out what the sound was that I'm hearing is
Yep.
it was getting so tight that it was just like, listen. It was like popping off in mid-cast maybe. So, you know, that's just a real life issue that happened with us. But for $129, I don't want things like that happening to my combo. Everything else was really nice. The reel operated very smoothly. And I actually like all the colors and stuff. You know, I don't mind that at all. The rod felt fine on hook sets, but that little reel seat issue definitely makes me downgrade this thing from a 4-star to a 3-star. As far as lures go, the little crawfish lure that we got from H2OX, which was like a new product, this thing is really cool. I like the design. It's got the little weed guards built into it. We didn't catch a fish on today, but I didn't use it for that long. And I think if I wasn't in such a grassy pond, this thing would definitely work. I'm gonna give that thing 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's really hard to get a 5-star review from me. Moving on to the old mag draft, that's actually pretty close to a 5-star, but because it has the hook on the bottom, the treble hook on the bottom, I'm just not a huge fan of that personally. I like to have a single hook on top. That's why the Bass Mafia Dangerous one is better for me. But the 2 swim baits are pretty similar. This thing is a 4 out of 5 stars all day. You can't go wrong with it. It catches fish. It's got great action. Even in a small pond, a big bait like this can work. The H2OX crankbait right here, the 5/8 ounce lipless crankbait, pretty standard little thing right here. Love the action, had a big wide wobble to it, but the chief complaint against this thing was the hooks. And as you can see, we're missing a treble right there, so we have to be fair. The hooks were not that impressive. Versus a big fish, I would not trust those hooks necessarily. And if you took away the hooks, we might be looking at a 4 or 4.5 star rating, but because of the hooks, I'm gonna have to give it like a 3.9, just below a 4-star review, which is still not necessarily bad. You could definitely upgrade those hooks in a second if you wanted to. Tons of people do that every day. Moving on to the Gulp Paddle Shad, whose juice contents are currently in my back pocket. My wife will appreciate that when I get home. This was the toughest one by far because this pack was garbage. All the baits in it were really frail. They were falling apart. No durability, no action really. But then the white pack, those ones actually had a great action and they did tear up pretty easily. That's why I worked through the whole dang pack. So durability was definitely a main issue with those, which is what everybody said that had complaints about it. So I'm gonna have to agree with the people and say, those are probably like a 3 out of 5 on average, because some of them might be a 4, some of them might be a 2. There was just no continuity within, like from pack to pack. Even within the packs, there were like different soft baits that had different actions. It was kind of weird. Not trying to knock anybody, I'm just saying that was my experience today. As far as the catfish bait goes, I'm not gonna rate that because I didn't really have a chance to use it. I don't think there's catfish in this pond, but we gave it like 2 hours sitting out there and it did nothing. Maybe that's why it was poorly reviewed. Maybe it just doesn't work.
Could be.
Maybe there are catfish in here and it just sucks. But I'm gonna be fair and just not rate it. Anyways, now that we got all through that, this was a whole lot of fun no matter how you grade any of these lures. I love doing this. Me and Andrew talk off camera when we're making these videos. It's so challenging to constantly be putting like a new combo in your hands that you're not used to throwing. throwing lures that you never throw. It's so much fun. I always have a good time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let me know where we need to go next because I want to do this again at some different stores, really get some variety, maybe go to a Bass Pro and get like 20 different things. You guys let me know. Anyways, I'm heading home to put the old boots on the boot dryer. Well, just the one boot on the boot dryer. And maybe if I'm lucky, my wife will wash my feet tonight. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out. Great Scott, man.